My name is Vladislav Stadzinetsky. I'm Associate Professor of International Law and Academic Director of the Master Program Law of International Trade, Finance and Economic Integration. Today I and my colleagues will present you the program and tell you basic facts about it. So, generally speaking, this is a program about international law and global economy, how it is regulated. And our primary focus here is on international economic law. The program includes two major tracks. So the first one is on international trade law, and the second one is on international dispute resolution. And my colleagues, Professor Daria Boklan and Professor Michael Galperin, will later tell you about these tracts and will present them. But apart from these tracts, let me also mention that we have other very important and interesting courses of fundamental importance, such as economic sanctions and their impact on international business, international business and human rights, international treaties, regulation of intellectual property and information law, countering international corruption and money laundering, and so on and so forth. And let me also briefly tell you about advantages of our program and why I think that you should join us. So the first argument is quality of education. The master program is offered by one of the leading Russian universities and one of the leading Russian law schools. So it's a faculty of law, the Higher School of Economics. We are top rated in Russia and we are also rated globally in every international ranking such as QS, DHE and many others. Our faculty is member of International Law Schools Global League and has quite many international partners. Moreover, our program has state accreditation by Russian state authorities, and also in 2020 it received international accreditation that confirms that our program meets all international standards in this regard. My second argument is international environment. The program is taught completely in English and we attract quite many foreign students from many countries. For example, now we have students from Japan, Korea, Mexico, Peru, India, Brazil, Norway, Jordan, and quite many other countries. And they study together with Russian students in one comparatively small group of 35-40 students. They work as one team in such a multicultural environment. The same relates to scholars that teach at the program. Of course, we do not limit ourselves to Russian scholars only. We have quite many visiting professors, guest lecturers practically every month from all over the world, from many top universities. Second argument is that we have a very extensive and comprehensive curriculum. We study for 2 years. First year and a half we have intensive classes, so we deliver lectures, seminars, different courses, and the last half a year is given to our students for their individual research, for preparation of their master thesis. Fourth argument is that the environment here at HSC is very competitive and we have many very strong students. Firstly, because we attract, I think, the best graduates from Russian and foreign universities, and our students actively compete in different moot courts, different projects. I may mention that in 2018 they became global champions in this moot court competition. In 2021 they became European champions in John Jackson moot court competition on World Trade Organization law. They became top 5 teams in FDI moot courts. They belong to international elite in JSAC moot court competition, and for more than 7 years already they are among top 30 teams in the world. And the list of their achievements is pretty long. I won't be able to list them all, but believe me, students are really very strong. And the last but not the least, the fifth argument that I would like to make is future career. Our graduates receive best offers from international law firms, international organizations, governmental authorities, and we all hope for their future and very successful career. And I hope that they will tell you a bit more about their experience in this video. Join us in Moscow.
The Master's Program on International Trade, Finances and Economic Integration is sold as an elevator that will transport you to the highest level of studying and application of international law. Here, we will teach you not only how to practice and apply international law, here we will teach you how to make research about international law. The program will widen your horizons. It will push you to use critical methods of thinking and to treat international law as an intellectual discipline. This discipline is extremely vivid, it's experiencing its renaissance, and it's waiting for young souls that will fall in love with it. The HSC School of International Law provides the best resources to support these transformations. You will be taught by the excellent lawyers, professors and practitioners. The research and study laboratories on sanctions and on international justice open their doors for the young scholars. The International Litigation and Arbitration Club will provide you with a unique practical experience. You will be involved to the HSC Research Seminar on International Law that will give you a chance to listen to the lectures of the most prominent and authoritative international lawyers and discuss their ideas, recent publications, and reports. You'll become a part of the society that is driven by dedication, professionalism, and enthusiasm. In line with the conclusions made by Antea Roberts in her book Is International Law International?, we are a team of international lawyers that are eager to build up a school of thought that presents an integral part of the international discourse and intellectual exchange. And the good news is that we are searching for new talents.
Hello everyone, my name is Daria Baklan. I am Doctor of International Law and Professor of International Law Department of High School of Economics. Today, here I am going to present one out of two track of our master program, namely track on law on international trade. The dispute settlement body of the World Trade Organization is the most important forum for settlement of trade disputes. And in doing this job, it interprets law of international trade. And to make this interpretation clear, sometimes it uses metaphors. For instance, it compares trade notions with food, like pieces or slices of salami. Sometimes it compares trade notions with musical instrument, like accordion, for instance. And following this dispute settlement body practice, I would like to compare law of international trade with the layer cake and say that our track of master program is focused on different layers of this trade law cake, namely law of international treaties as a down of this cake, then law of WTO law, international investment law, integration, finance, and many others as a filling of this cake, and then practical skills like oral advocacy and legal writing improved in our internal moot courts as a cream of this cake. What is worth noting that we have best chief cooks to cook this cake for you. They come from different backgrounds of law of international trade, starting from classical scholars and ending with practitioners from private legal firms and from governmental agencies. Moreover, they come from different countries and even from different continents. Therefore, you will get, as a result, extensive knowledge, substantive knowledge of law of international trade, together with practical skills necessary for each and every lawyer, presented by different scholars and practitioners from different jurisdictions with different approaches to the subject. The track is divided into parts. The first part is focused on basics of law of international trade. The second part is focused on modern challenges to international trade, such as crisis within the WTO system, Brexit and its influence on international trade, international trade under conditions of COVID-19 pandemic, trade and sustainable development goals, and many others. So, as a cherry on our cake, we coach a team consisting of our master students for most prestigious in the world moot court competition on international trade law of the WTO, John Jackson moot court competition. As for the results that we already achieved, we were third in the world in 2019. We had best written submission in European round in 2020, and we became European champions in this year, in 2021. And now we are preparing to the global international round to compete with the top best teams of the world. So we do hope that this legal international trade cake is worth tasting, and we invite you to help yourself.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I'm grateful to see you and address you about the new master program of Law Faculty of High School of Economics, which are dedicated to international trade law investment and have a track in dispute resolution, international dispute resolution, which I will lead with my colleagues in the High School of Economics. We live in a virtual reality these days due to the pandemic. However, it will end, and which will remain us, that we became more global and more united in these months. Also, due to that, as a young lawyers, for sure you would like also to be more global and united in your profession. So it is true that if you're the engineer or IT specialist, you can work without any specific barriers in any country of the world. But unfortunately, that's not true for the lawyers, for us, because we are usually very much connected to our national legal systems. So we have very narrow sphere and of expertise, which will really limit our careers and the professional knowledge. But there is a very important exclusion from this general rule, and that exclusion if that you practice international law and international dispute resolution. These specific spheres help you to become a real universal lawyer, to meet new people in different countries, to be involved in the very important international cases in courts and tribunals, which will really shift the law and really change the international law. That's this profession, I mean international law and international dispute resolution, becoming very much practical. That's not just the academic or theoretical knowledge. I would like personally confirm as the governmental agent in different court proceedings and arbitration abroad and internationally that this career and this knowledge will help you to become the member of the large law firms in international practices, to become a successful in-house lawyer, as different countries, huge companies are also involved in these proceedings. You become and develop your international academic career, continue your studying as a PhD student in any European, American or Asian university you would like to, or to become the member of the governmental office and work for the states and represent them in different investment proceedings and interstate litigation. This track in the course will include very important and interesting lectures and courses, including the investment arbitration, international commercial arbitration of advanced issues, the interstate litigation, comparative civil procedure, and other courses. And me and my prominent colleagues in the faculty will be ready to share this knowledge and their unique skills with you, so you can become a very good lawyer in the sphere of international law. I will be pleased to see you. I will be pleased to meet you personally to answer the questions you can have. Wherever you live, in what country you live, you are very much welcome to come in Moscow and study here in this unique Higher School of Economics English-speaking program for international law and international dispute resolution. Thank you.